still playing it.
The most? Which players is your take for this mentality? Quickest and the most eagerly?
Well, you know, it's kind of funny because Fish said something to the team after we practiced today, and he said it right. He said what we're trying to do is we're trying to teach these guys how to bring their lunch pail to work, how to bring their hard hat to work and grind it out, so that when it does get tough, we're able to find ways that don't include scoring to win ball games. And sometimes you need those types of games, or you need to be able to win those types of games for playoff time. So it's a small step in the process, which is a very long process.
Speaking of Fisher, when are you going to bring him along? Will he see some action in the second preseason?
Yeah, there's a chance I might play him tomorrow. You know, I put him out on the floor and for some contact stuff today for the first time, so I might throw him out there for a little bit tomorrow based on how he feels after shooting around.
We were told that Devin had an injury. Does that prompt you to play Matt again at the 3 to start?
Yeah, I was, you know, I got to see what, you know, how significant the injury is, but I was going to start Devin at the small forward spot tomorrow. If he can't go, I'll probably start Matt.
How's Kobe's wrist?
How's what?
Kobe's wrist? Did he show any problems during practice?
No, man, he practiced. He went through the contact part of practice, and then eventually I just had him sit down. But I think he's fine. You would have to ask him.
How much of this team do you think they'd be sort of lunch pail ready? Just a lot of them getting where they've been. How much of that still needs to be seen?
We still have a little ways to go. The great part about it is this team is a willing team. You know, they want to learn, they want to get better. They're tentative. They have an idea of what we're trying to do with them, and they're receptive to it. So hopefully it'll happen sooner than later, but we got a little time before it
It
does.
helps though when the captains do things like Fish did today, right? When they sort of embrace it and
No doubt. You know, there's not many personalities out there as head coaches that can be the only voice. Jerry Sloan may be one, Pop may, and you know what, Pop's not even one. I mean, I was in that locker room for 3 years, and what Fish did today, Tim Duncan used to do, David Robinson used to do, Eric Johnson used to do, and those are guys that were well respected by their team, and so to have that is a bonus, you know, just like when Wiley was in Miami, Alonzo Mourning did that for him, you know, so, and I'm sure somebody did it for Sloan, so you need to have that in your locker room.
Kobe and Derek have said, I think, in recent days that they've also tried to make sure to give you and the coaching staff some space to allow you guys to kind of have an imprint as far as talking to the players and all that. I guess how has that dynamic worked out between you guys?
They've been great, you know, and again, I hate referencing back to Pop, but I learned a lot from him as well as a lot of other guys, but the one thing he always just say is Tim Duncan allows him to coach him. And, you know, when you have a superstar of that caliber, you know, you need that. You know, I had it in Cleveland, I have it here.
wrap it up, guys.
What?
Is that what you're talking about with Kobe when you said I'm
Yeah.
a superstar less? I mean, has he been really receptive to coaching? Has he been embracing it as well?
He's been great.
How so?
Right. I mean, he does whatever we ask him without question. He gives us suggestions when we ask. I mean, he leads the team.
Are you watching film with him?
No, I haven't. I mean, not just he and I, but I mean, we had a John Kuster tied me today. Is Kuster in here? Hey, Josh. Now, he looks like a young man that wouldn't lie, right?
Of course.
Homegrown boy from Indiana, wouldn't lie, still a young kid, hadn't been spoiled by the NBA. How long was our film session today?
About an hour.
So he watched tape at about an hour. Who was on the tape? Was anybody excluded from being up on the tape?
No, everybody was there.
So it doesn't matter who you are. You know,
Thanks,
if you're free to go. All right. I mean, if you made a mistake, and you know, it wasn't that you got bashed or anything like that, but you got coached. And whether it was Josh or Kyle or Andrew or Meta or Kobe or Fish, and you know, it was good. Now, mentally, it was taxing because think about it: you sit in the film room for an hour, and I mean, it's it can be grueling because it's not like the film is flowing. You're stopping, rewinding, slow motion, stopping, slow motion, rewinding. Okay, let's go on to the second play. And, I think I might have it in my pocket.
All right, man.
Oh, no, here are my notes of our film session. There we go. There we go. There we go. We went through all my notes, and so.
Careful, he's gonna zoom on.
Yeah,
Oh, I
what
gotta
parts are you
watch it,
highlighting
guys.
there?
So that's 5 or 6 pages. But having said that, it's not about the work. What I'm most excited about is guys were in there for an hour watching tape, and then we came out and we had a tough practice. We'll have a 2-hour shoot around tomorrow where we'll practice and then we'll play a game. And the guys been really receptive to it. So.
I talked to you a little bit about just learning. So he's a guy who's 6 years played time. How much deep programming have you and sort of what's different? Because he's talked about different spots on the floor. So what changes from what you have to unlearn to what you have to learn?
Well, there's a lot. You know, I don't know the triangle inside and out, but right now our reads are for inside guys and out. And I think in the triangle it was more of an equal opportunity thing. It didn't matter if you're small or big, you were catching right off the block more than anything else. And I think that's the difference. Now, within what we do, yes, you could be a small and catch on the block, but it almost at certain times has to be more of a call within the offense that you can have reads about, if that makes sense. So it's a little complicated to put in words, but there are some subtle differences.